Hey, today I will talk about rockets, explosions and weapons. Last time in my devlog I talked about player movement, and today it is much more interesting because I will talk about weapons system in my first indie game. If you're not familiar, this is my current project that I have been working on for the past 2 months. You control a pilot and must destroy as many enemy bombers as possible before they bomb your home country. If you would like to know more about the idea and concept behind this game, be sure to watch the previous episodes I have already uploaded. And now about the weapons. First weapon, of course, is a simple machine gun. It is the most basic but reliable weapon in the game since it has the most amount of ammo. It is usually fitted in the wings, under the wings, or in the plane's nose. Although it is accurate and fast, you will have to be patient while shredding to pieces the biggest strategic bombers. Or if you don't have the patience, you can always turn on minigun mode on and spare no one. Another downside of machine guns is that its bullets have limited range and disappears after a certain amount of seconds, and I'm planning on doing some upgrade system so you can upgrade your machine guns or even pair them together for an amazing duet. Rockets are the most devastating weapon in the game, but also the most unreliable and inaccurate. Mostly because you will have limited amount of rockets, because they weigh a lot and you cannot carry that much under your wings. So it is better to plan carefully your attacks and leave them for heaviest of bombers. It is worth to mention that damage is different for every part of the plane. For example, engines are much more vulnerable to fire than the tail of the bomber. But I will talk more about damage models later. And rockets deal structural damage to bombers, so it doesn't matter where you hit it, it is going down. The last player weapon is an autocannon, and it has some very interesting features. Cannon is a very powerful weapon and you don't have to be that accurate with it, because after some time the round explodes in mid-air and deals damage to all enemies around it. The closer you get, the more damage it does. For now, that's all about player weapons, and let's move to hostiles. Hostiles fire their rounds in short series, and you have time to make the attack when you dodge that series. Dodging enemy bullets is not that hard, but it becomes way harder when you increase difficulty or encounter a bigger bomber formation. The last weapon I really want to talk about is on neither side, and it deals damage to both player and the enemy. You probably saw some rounds coming from the bottom of the screen. That's an AA round that explodes in mid-air. They are really slow, but deals a huge amount of damage. They work really simply just by calculating distance between them and the target. Once they lock onto target, they start calculating if it is getting farther away or closer. If closer, nothing happens. If farther, it immediately explodes and deals damage depending on the distance. You can always dodge these rounds, or if you're accurate enough, there is an option to destroy them in mid-air. For now, that's all the weapons there is, and I hope you enjoyed this short review. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and write me in the comments below what weapon has the biggest potential.